Hi, I'm Brian. I would make an excellent reverse mentor for innovation, but you don't have to take my word for it.
I'm Fiona Sutherland. I'm a senior analyst in strategic policy at the CFIA. I wanted to let you know that Brian Double would make a tremendous reverse mentor for the president of the CFIA. First and foremost, Brian is an excellent communicator. Once at a team meeting, he basically did an explain like I'm 5 on the topic of how plants reproduce. Parents always talk to their kids about the birds and the bees, but never about the plants. Brian also works social media. He live tweets CFIA events, he connects with movers and shakers on LinkedIn, and promotes all the great work that the CFIA does on Facebook. Probably the best example of Brian's innovative spirit was how he brought the idea of micro-missions to the agency. Micro-missions are basically projects that have been unbundled into small, discrete tasks that enable staff from across the agency to take on as a tiny, short-term assignment in addition to their regular work. It benefits the project, but it also helps staff get a little diversity in their work. Brian had heard about how micro-missions were sprouting up at other government departments because, of course, he's all over GCpedia, GC Connects, all the GC tools. So to support our work on the environmental scan that would eventually inform our new long-term strategic plan for the agency, Brian recognized that the more literature we read, the more minds we brought to the project, the better the end result would be. And so that's what he did. He posted a notice on Info Bulletin and recruited a whole group of CFIA staffers that would otherwise never touch this sort of policy work. So not only did we get access to more resources for the environmental scan, but thanks to Brian, we rallied a great cross-section of staff behind a project that would ultimately affect the agency as a whole. Micro-missions are catching on in all sorts of projects now, and I think we have Brian to thank for that.
Hi, I'm Greg Wolfe, Director of the Strategic Initiatives Division. Brian has been a focal point for innovative development in our division. In particular, he opened my eyes to modern social media and its application. Brian will continue to lead our innovative work in the future.
We're Jim and Pat, Brian's parents. Brian has shown innovation and creativity from a very young age. For example,
when Brian was 4 years old, going to junior kindergarten, he came up to me one night and said he wanted to make a medieval helmet. I said, okay, so we got out some cardboard, some tape, and we put it together, mostly him. He even put a nose guard on it, and then we covered the whole thing in aluminum foil. The next day, Brian came down to breakfast, and he had his helmet with him. I said, oh, that's nice, you're going to leave it here? And he says, no, I'm going to wear it to school. I said, okay. So he put it on his head, went out to the bus, got on the bus, and drove away. And I said, man, that kid's going to have a lot of trouble in school today. 3:30 came, Brian gets off the bus, he's still got the helmet on. He's smiling like you wouldn't believe. He goes up the laneway, into the house, and that's it. Brian and his creativity, he's always been like that.
So just to sum up, let there be no doubt that Brian is a communications voyageur, an intellectual explorer, and most definitely a pioneer of innovation. You've simply got to meet him and you'll see it for yourself.
Thank you for the opportunity to be a reverse mentor. I am passionate about innovation in the public service and I'm excited to share this with you.